EmceeTV.
Yo, what's good? It's Sunday morning. You know I'm hanging with my dog, Big Ray West. We all up in here. Happy Sunday morning. As always with me, my bro.
This your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
That let you know that this is live and when we go unscripted, because mine was a little clunky. I was excited. We ain't done this in a minute. And I was like, I'm gonna say Big Ray West. We up in here. It's Sunday morning, and I was like, fuck. I circled back around and I hit him with the Big Ray West twice. But that's all right. That's all right. We live. No backup beat. No safety nets. We just up in here doing the damn thing. Ray, how you feeling this morning, bro?
Hey, man, it's NFL Sunday, you know. Hey, and I'm okay with that.
I love it. I love it. We got a big week coming up. There's a lot going on. A lot of live music, a lot of fun, and a lot of breaking news we get to drop on them. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things. I don't even know really where to start, but I'm excited. I'm excited to start. Where you want to?
I think you just jump into last night's big event.
Okay.
Don't even hold them. We're
gonna hit them right with it in 2 seconds. So I think last night's the biggest news. You're talking about. Make sure we're on the same page here. You're talking about Verzuz, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. I was not able to watch it. Ray, you said you did watch it.
I did.
Okay. What was your initial thought on it?
So for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? It was the Verzuz of Cash Money Records versus No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Swiss Beats and Timberlands versus Battle Series finally returned.
I didn't know that you actually put it on.
Yeah, I thought they sold that motherfucker, to be real.
Me too. I thought they did.
And they probably did. But
yeah,
they
either
probably
way,
using their name for clout.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it.
But anyway, it was in Las Vegas, October 25th at the Complex Con, and it was a nice event, man. Birdman, Slims, Cash Money Empire, of course, responsible for the success of Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Juvenile, BG, Fresh, Tyga, just to name a few. The house that Master P built, meanwhile, turned the likes of Mystical, Silk, The Shocker, Mia X, C Murder, True, Soulja Slim, and a whole bunch of other stars. Snoop Dogg was in the building and shit like that. Yeah, no.
Snoopy was up in there too. I didn't catch that either.
He came at the very end. They did Down for My Ends for a C Murder tribute, and Snoopy came out and rapped his verse for it, and then he left. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. Snoop did he had a little minute with Master P and them, so that is cool that he came out, and I'm sure P called him and said, "Hey, bro, we're gonna need to calling in all the big ones on this one. We're gonna need you."
Hey, he could have hit him with Lay Low and Bitch Please. Snoopy could have did a few things for him, but he kept it solid.
Yeah.
But ultimately, man, if I had to say who won, man, I think No Limit edged him out.
Well, and I heard word was that Lil Wayne wasn't there, and there was still a little tension. No, I'm not speculating or anything. I guess I am just speculating based on the reports that I've heard so far. But it sounds like Lil Wayne wasn't there, and there was still a little tension between Birdman and Tariq.
Yeah, he called out Tariq. He called that man out his name multiple times, but hey, I guess that's his big homie or something. I mean, that's between them. That's something they gotta talk about. I feel like, shit, I don't know.
Right. But I think that translates, when you're going into that big of an event, and essentially it's a duel type of situation, you know what I mean? You want to be united on your front. And I think that resilience in the ranks is not a good look. That's going to make it tough. You know what I mean?
And then he got out there and basically let everybody know that shit, it's NBA Youngboy or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We riding with NBA Youngboy, and if you ain't riding with us or are you against us, fuck all y'all.
Oof. That's what Birdman essentially said?
That's what he said, word for word, to the crowd.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a different move.
Yeah, so they stamped NBA YoungBoy and he let everybody know that's what we fucking with and that's what we behind. Y'all don't like it, fuck all y'all.
And that was new news. Like that wasn't a thing before, right?
I feel like it's been a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not new news, I think
That wasn't like that
probably
was there.
just goes to further divide Louisiana after a huge stride was made. But I don't know. I'm not into the Louisiana politics. So this is just pure speculation from a fan standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be up here talking like I know what's going on, but that's how it made me feel. So
Okay. I don't follow NBA YoungBoy's career a whole bunch, so I wasn't sure if that was they used that as an opportunity to, express that they had inked a new artist or something and kind of expose that and get a little publicity or something.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. So, it's exciting. I know a lot of
for him to say that, I feel like obviously he knew that there was people in the audience that's not fucking with NBA YoungBoy or not feeling that union. I feel like he was clearly addressing a few people.
Right. It was by intent, if you will. He knew what he was doing. That's interesting. That's interesting. So I like I said before, I've never watched one of these verses. I think that it's a cool idea. I know they got huge during COVID. But I never unfortunately really tapped in on one, and I was working last night. But this was a big one. I know a lot of people were extremely excited for it, and this one, kind of had gotten a lot of attention. So hopefully the numbers did as well as expected, and they will. I'm sending out a couple of invites for people to come and watch the show.
Me too.
But yeah, hopefully it does well, and they continue to put these on, because I know that a lot of people kind of got into it, and got involved and got excited about these. You know what I mean? And especially when you got big players in the game like Timberland and Swiss Beats and other people affiliated with it. That's good for hip hop in general.
And then I want to shout out Juvenile, man, because Juvenile came out there ready for war. He was out there rapping with no vocals. His microphone was on for real, so much so that he did a few acapella times, you know what I'm saying, where they just cut the beat and Juvie was still rapping, you know what I'm saying, like letting them know, like, hey, I put the work in. I know my lyrics, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what these other motherfuckers here doing. Because there was a lot of points where it was like, good, like Silk the Shocker. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
His style's choppy anyway, you know what I'm saying? So to have a unorthodox choppy style and be trying to rap over vocals and miss it, it's like it's everywhere. It was a little overwhelming. Like, I almost had a stroke.
Where's the DJ at? What's he doing?
Oh shit, Silk, no.
What is really going on?
But then I want to shout out BG. BG killed it when Cash Money is an army nigga, a navy nigga. If you ever try to harm me, nigga, won't be gravy, nigga. And he came out there and did that shit with no vocals, I feel like. And that shit was hard as fuck.
I mess with BG. I met him out in Vegas years ago, and he was 100. I mean, he was real as could be.
That's hard.
Yeah, he was cool. He did a little interview with me and whatnot, and that was right before he went back again. And he was cool as could be. So.
And then P did Bourbons and Lax. It was like, what?
That was a classic right there. Everybody loved that one.
That shit was hard as a motherfucker. Mia X was out there rapping her ass off too,
though.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, she
First
was.
Lady Mia X.
Yeah, she was out there rapping her ass off. Shout out Mia X. And then I feel like Mac was there. Man, that shit was hard, man.
That's dope.
That was hard, dog.
They didn't have Mr. Servon or any of them other dudes out there, or
if they was there, they didn't rap.
Okay, they were just
they didn't rap.
Asked.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. So in other news, this one's exciting for me. Ray, do you mess with the homie Black Thought?
I love Black Thought, but I only know Black Thought for the roots. So I wouldn't be able to tell you a lot of solo Black Thought, like Black Thought independent records, if there are any like mixtapes and shit like that.
Yeah.
I just know he's a fucking. Everybody holds him as a super godly rapper.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Your
definitely
favorite rapper think he's way up there type shit.
Yeah, he's insane with the words for sure. He's got a handful of albums out. Streams of Thought 1, 2, 3, and I think he's talking about 4 right now. Essentially, in this record, there's Cheat Codes. The Glorious Game, I believe, is his most recent release, and so he's been out there doing it for a long minute. Definitely, I mean, a lot of people know him from the BET ciphers and things like that. Black Thought is probably your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. He's one of the dudes out there that's been doing it for a dang minute. Shout out to the homie Nathan Jane up in here. He said, shout out to boys at EmceeTV. That's what's good, bro. Appreciate you tuning in with us. We got a handful of folks watching up in here now.
West.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But this one's exciting. I think that Black Thought's wordplay and lyricism is probably second to none in the hip hop game. And the article from Hip Hop DX goes, my bad. Shout out. I mangled this dude's name. It looks like it might be Russian. Astrida Valigorsky from Getty Images for the photo.
You wouldn't even need to try to do that.
But I figured I'd give him credit, man. I used to hate it when people would take my pictures and not even just give me a little love on it. You know what I mean? You use my picture, bro. Just give me a little love. But I figured I'd shout him out. But anyways, this article comes in from Hip Hop DX. It says Black Thought hypes new album Streams of Thought Volume 4. He says it's my opus. Black Thought's Streams of Thought Volume 4 is an album you don't want to sleep on, according to the man himself anyway. During a sit-down with Redman for Rolling Stones, Musicians on Musicians series, the legendary Roots lyricist shed light on an up-and-coming solo project and did little to dampen excitement for it, crowning it his opus. And he said, quote, in many ways, I feel like it's my opus. It has the most features, the most elaborate beats, crazy samples, he declared. Black Thoughts also explained the lengthy delay behind the album, which is part of the series of solo efforts he began dropping in 2018. The most recent one, Streams of Thought Volume 3, arrived in 2020. Part of that is the problem, trying to get all this stuff cleared, he said. The sample process. The Philly native has been teasing Streams of Thought Volume 4 for years now, and previously revealed some of the tantalizing features that fans can look forward to. Quote, I have features with the usual suspects like Pharoah Monch and Yasin Bey. I even have Redman and Fabulous on there for the East Coast sensibilities. But then I have Toby Wigway, Big Crit, Currency, Rick Ross, and JID, he told Level in 2020. Everybody ain't gonna get an opportunity to jump on a joint with me. You have to be able to hold your own, and he has to feel seamless. That's what the Streams of Thought Volume 4 is. I listened to it this morning. It's only 30 minutes, but it's crazy. Ray, after hearing that, does it tease it enough to get you excited to throw it into your rotation?
Yep. I'm definitely finna tap in. I'm gonna tap into all four.
Hell yeah, I love that. I wouldn't be doing justice if I didn't shout out the folks in the comment section. We got a gang of people up in here right now. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday morning. I got Crisis Child up in here. He said, oh, shucks, Crisis Child going to be with us Tuesday at the Chris Webby, Jarren, Benton, Otis, Julius, and Whitney Peyton show at Woolies. Be there or be square. We still got a couple tickets if you need one, player. Let's see, I like what I did there.
Shout out Crisis Child, man. We finna rock Woolies. Hey, man, it's gonna be my first time at Woolies, Crisis Child. Can you believe it?
Oh, snap. Shout out Lows and Loud podcast. He said, hey, what's up, brothers? It's Lee Jessinger up in here. Much love. He said I'm echoing.
Uh-oh.
I thought we checked that.
Yeah, we did.
Checked that. I ain't seen no echo. Heck no, we got an echo.
Shout out to Lee for the heads up.
Real talk. Well. There we go. Let's try that. Maybe that, hopefully that handled business for us. Lee, is it still echoing? Crisis, am I still echoing, bro? I
A
muted
little bit of an echo.
I muted the mic, so hopefully not.
It's
Damn.
the first of the month.
Well, maybe I was eating the mic too much. Maybe it's better back here. Ray, can you still hear me okay?
I can.
Okay. Shit. Well, let me log into the podcast. Hang on one second. Ray, you take it away for 2 seconds, and uh the show at Woolies is Tuesday.
So yes, November 8th at Woolies. You know what I'm saying? Chris Webby, Otis, Julius, Whitney, Peyton. You know what I'm saying?
I just checked it on my end for my YouTube stream. I don't have any echo, so I think we're good. Whatever. I apologize if I was all up on there and we had a little echo coming through.
But like I was saying, it's gonna be my first time at Woolies. I've never hit the stage there. It's always been on the bucket list. I guess I just didn't I didn't grind hard enough to get there previously, but you know what I'm saying? Now the time has come. So I'm blessed, and I appreciate the opportunities given, and I plan to do the most.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited for this opportunity. This should be a fun event. And we got some new stickers. We got a Field of Dreamers, the effort that Ray and I put out together. It's got the who's who of Des Moines essentially on it. There it is. There it is. We're going to have copies of A Field of Dreamers at the merch booth at Woolies. The venue is going to be a lot of fun. The opportunity should be cool. We're going to be high-fiving folks, but I think I want to speak for both of us and definitely for myself. I am ultra excited for the Field of Dreamers album to be in a couple people's hands. You know what I mean? And folks to be mobbing through the city, playing it. We're going to have signed copies. We're going to have stickers. We're going to have posters. We should Ray's merch table is always on top. You know what I mean? He does it up big. It's well put together, and I'm excited to be with him as a copy of something on that table. So
Yeah, man, it's gonna be nice. Like he said, man, we're gonna have physicals on deck. Man, you can get I know a lot of people don't. Everybody always be like, "Well, I don't even know how to. I couldn't even play a CD." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a collectible, doggy. You know, you ain't gotta play the CD. It's on all platforms. You feel me? So you don't gotta feel like because you buy the CD, you have to go have a fucking CD player, man. It's just called supporting somebody that you dig, you know, or if you like it, you know. Yeah, you don't gotta play the product, man. Just collect it. It's a collectible. If a motherfucker blow, you can sell it on eBay.
amen. Amen. I was just gonna say, you know what I mean? I saw there was some heavy duty ones, for some artists that really blew up, and you can't find that limited edition joint anymore. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, so come fuck with us, man. New merch will be available. I got some of my old shit too. A couple of the old albums, a couple of old T-shirts will be discounted and shit. So it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. What time is doors for that event?
I believe we're doing 7:00. I want to say.
Doors.
Let me double check to make sure that information is correct. But I believe.
Crisis Child said he thought everyone still had CD players in their cars. Man, they making cars without CD players now, man. Like, these new cars don't even have CD players. You gotta have a USB or a Bluetooth hookup. Wow, shit.
Show starts at 7:30. I would assume that means doors open at 6:30. Usually it's an hour before at Woolies. Let me see here. There we go. I got the Woolies page open. Events. If I wouldn't be doing justice if I didn't shout out the homies at First Fleet Concerts, Nice Enough Entertainment, Metro Concerts for this play with Jarren, Benton, Whitney, Peyton, Otis, Julius, Big Ray West, Little Heartbreak Kid, Crisis Child, and of course Dewey, all being able to rock the stage at Woolies.
Shout out Jarren Benton. I forgot to mention him. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, my brother.
I had Jarren on the podcast a handful of years ago when he was on Funk Volume still, and I'm a big fan of Jarren. Jarren's a fun interview. He's always been a dope lyricist in my mind. I still got Black Thought up on there. Let me get the Black Thought off there. We'll talk about other things now. Um, yeah, I've always been a fan of Jarren Benton. I had that my grandma's basement album. I've got I got a handful of other ones, but I mean, his topics are wild. He's a dope lyricist. You know what I mean? And he's been holding it down for a long minute. You know what I mean? So I definitely must mess with it heavy duty.
Man, I feel that. I feel that.
Otis
Jarren
Julius
Benton.
is definitely that's the homie. You know what I mean? He's been through here quite a few times rocking, and he's a man of the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. That man has mastered crowd participation at shows.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, feeding folks pizza from stage while he's rapping and handing out Mountain Dew and really just holding it down. You know what I mean? He's that dude. And his new joint with Strawstone, uh what's it called? I'm gonna is it Caitlin and Sophie?
There it is. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. The new joint that he did with
Yeah.
Strawstone is
Yeah.
is on fire.
I haven't played it yet, so.
Yeah, man, even my mom was jamming that one. So she said I messed with it. I messed with it.
Hey man, we got to keep it moving though, man. You know the time's getting tight, man. You said there's a legendary comedian coming to the town, man.
You know, I wanted to bring this one up because it was kind of exciting. Uh, I think that we try and showcase local events, you know what I mean, being from Des Moines. And
Yeah,
even though this isn't necessarily hip hop affiliated, Jerry Seinfeld is on roster to be coming in March 2026, I believe. Uh,
he said Seinfeld.
he been rocking for a long time, so you know that's I mean he sells out, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, no doubt.
the man chooses to do the Civic Center versus an arena, knowing damn well he could sell out the arena. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of cool. I think that he's a fan of comedy itself. So you know that's exciting in my eyes. And
Have you
then
ever seen Seinfeld live?
I have not. I have not.
No,
How about you? You
I haven't.
you're not a
I
side. You don't have the you don't got pictures of you and Jerry kicking it backstage.
I'm familiar just because of growing up with no cable television. Seinfeld was one of the basic channels that we had. It was one of the shows that came on at night. So I was definitely hip to Seinfeld. Hip to the point to go see him live. Nah, his comedy's a little dry to get me out of house. I understand. I understand the hype though. I
You can
understand the
see the
hype.
appeal.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it why people, placed him up there and how he earned his way up there and why he makes the money he makes, I get it.
Behind the scenes, he's done a lot of writing for other comedians and on other shows and things like that too. So he's another one of them dudes that sometimes you go, who is this dude? And then you're like, oh, when you look at the writing credits, you're like, oh, that dude worked on this show. You know what I mean? So sometimes somebody just emerges from behind the scenes and they've really been putting in work for years. They were just essentially behind the keys, if you will. You know what I mean?
With that being said, is that enough to get you out to see Seinfeld?
I
You and the
mean,
wife.
well, I'll peek at it. You know what I mean? We are going to Denver, I want to say, for spring break. I think that's on the plans. So I think I will probably. I mean, it's real close to spring break, I believe, from what I saw. So I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off, but
Okay.
it'd be fun. You know, I'd get out there and give him a run. He's talented.
Yeah.
So uh,
Seinfeld.
tonight my Timberwolves are playing the Pacers. My
Ooh.
son's up there at the game. He's kicking it extra tough in Minnesota right now.
Shit, tonight it's Lakers and Kings. You know what I'm saying? Luca versus Levine. Yeah, dig.
Okay, how you feeling on that one? You guys gonna hold it down? I know you guys put up the W on us the other day.
I think we will hold it down. You know what I'm saying? I think we will hold it down. I feel like we're a favorite, not by much, but maybe by about 3.5, or some shit like that. It's the late game. We're both 1-1. You know, Cali Battle of California. You know, Sacramento versus LA. Shit, give me Lakers. Give me the
Okay,
Lakers.
I dig it. I like the patriotism, if you will. You riding through with your squad and hoping they put up the W again. Are you guys playoff contenders this year?
Oh yeah, easy, no question,
Okay, all
no
right.
question. Y'all got the Pacers. That should be a gimme right there. You know what I'm saying? The Pacers is in bad shape right now, so
Yeah, Halliburton's out with the torn ACL for this whole year.
yeah.
Trying to think of who else they got out. Rob Dillingham was marked as questionable for us, but Rob has. This is the home opener, and so
Okay.
it'll be interesting to see the lineup. I know Mike Conley is not starting as of now, and I think DiVincenzo took his starting position. Um, and I like that. DiVincenzo's a hard worker. You know what I mean? I think he performed really well last
Yeah,
year. I think
yeah.
Conley's experience in the game and his seniority is good for the team, though. You know what I mean? Like he gives the players direction, and he's able to kind of he's able to kind of give guidance on the court real time, as almost as it from a coach's perspective. You know what I mean? No disrespect to him or
Yeah.
nothing, but I feel like the younger dudes respect him for he's been playing for I think 15, 16 years
How
on
do
the.
you call somebody an old head without calling them an old head?
Uh, hey, I mean, you, uh,
He's necessary though. You're 1,000% correct.
yeah, you know what I mean. He's essentially performing on the court. You know what I mean? He's calling shots and telling folks where they need to be, and got the young bucks doing what they need to do. So I respect my
Yes.
ways. And just from a personal perspective, he was always extra cool after the games. He would sign autographs and stuff, and kind of a man of the people. You know what I mean? He was easy to work with, and always showed extra love and would hang out for the youngins. So that's to me that means a lot because you're giving folks your time and whatnot. You know what I mean? You're showing love back to the fans, and some of these dudes get a big head and are not willing to do that. And that I think that kind of soils it for a young kid that goes to a game. You're not obligated, but just showing a little love doesn't hurt either. You know?
For sure. And then let's skip over to the NFL, man. My team, the Cowboys, got the Broncos today at 3:25. Your team on Monday, you know what I'm saying? It's the Chiefs and the Commanders at 7:15. How do you feel about the Chiefs and the Commanders? It'll be in Kansas City.
I was gonna say I believe that's a home game. I'm hoping the KC can pull it off. You know what I mean? I like the sound of that. I think the Commanders they got that fire quarterback, but aside from him, I don't really know much about their roster.
I think he's hurt, bro.
Oh, okay. So I mean, no, obviously you don't wish for anybody to get hurt, but that does help us a little bit.
Mhm.
And it's a home game, so we don't got to travel. We got home court advantage. Going to be a lot of KC Chief fans up in there. I would like to see us hold it down in a strong way and get things back on
You
track for
will.
the season.
You will. You will. Chiefs are coming in at a 4-3. You know, they're getting their shit back together. Their pieces are back. You know, Rasheed Rice. You know, receivers are coming back. You know, injuries is looking real light right now for them. So I expect them to fully get that W on Monday night. Cowboys and Broncos. That's going to be a tough one right there. As much as I would like to see Dallas pull it off, I think the defense unravels a little bit here, and Denver will walk away with the W. We got a high octane offense, but you know we can't stop anybody defensively. I know
Are
we
you
had a good defensive effort last week, but
are you guys home for this one, or at the Allegiant Stadium, or are you guys at Mile High?
we in Denver.
Okay. They say that altitude kind of messes with people too, especially people from you guys. I mean, a lot of you guys is I'm assuming practicing and whatnot is out in the desert, which is damn near sea level or below sea level, possibly. You know what I mean? So that change in elevation can be difficult for dudes to run extended periods of time and whatnot.
Uh, so It'll be a big game for Dallas. This is the games Dallas need to win. Like, the hell with beating the Jets and beating the Giants and shit. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. You need to beat winning teams right now, like the Broncos. The Broncos are undefeated at home this year. This is a game you need to win. If you want people to take you serious, go out and beat the Broncos today.
We got about
Dak Prescott's playing out of his mind. Continue to do that today. 16 touchdowns, only 3 picks on the season. Let that shine today if you want to be taken serious. If not, shut the fuck up.
I wanted to close out on this thought. I just dropped it in the comments. Any Obie Trice fans up in the chat today? We got a handful of people watching. This one kind of caught me by surprise. It's an interesting topic. It's exciting for me, though. This one comes in from Complex Magazine. It says Detroit rapper Obie Trice and Conor McGregor have linked up on Greenback Records, and Obie is prepping for a new single. Obie just dropped some new information over the weekend from a performance in London. The article goes to say Detroit rapper Obie Trice is entering a new chapter in his career, and this time he's linking up with the most recognizable names in sports. The veteran MC has officially signed with Conor McGregor's Greenback Records with his first release under the banner TBH, To Be Honest, arriving on Friday, September 12th. Trice made his mark in the early 2000s as part of Eminem's Shady Records camp, scoring a double platinum debut with Cheers and delivering fan favorites like Got Some Teeth. His voice has also become synonymous with the 8 Mile soundtrack, cementing his place in Detroit hip-hop. McGregor, meanwhile, has spent the past several years leveraging his UFC superstardom into ventures outside the octagon, from whiskey to fashion and now music. Signing an established lyricist like Obie Trice signals that Greenback Records is looking to make a serious imprint, not just headline-grabbing stunts. Ray, what are your thoughts on this? How do you feel about it, bro?
I'm not a McGregor fan, but, I got to appreciate the opportunities he's given to hip-hop.
I think him dropping this new Bone Thugs album is super exciting. We were both mega fans of what he did with the last Kingmakers album by Xzibit. Yeah, I think that album was amazing.
Yeah, like, man, it's
you got mixed feelings on this one?
Yeah, it's tough to motherfucking support people that you don't like. For me, I don't know.
What's your beef with Conor? Or it's Conor, I'm assuming, that you don't like, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not feeling him.
I'll
just leave it at that. But
okay. I don't got.
I appreciate what he's doing for these fellas, though, and giving back to the culture of hip hop. I do give him credit where credit is due, and it is absolutely due for that Xzibit album and the Bone Thugs play and giving Obie another run at it. Like that's dope shit. You gotta salute that, and I do.
Obie's a killer. I think you can see I got the poster that he autographed for me when I interviewed him at the waiting room a handful of years ago, about 10 years ago. I followed Conor's career as a fighter, but I haven't been super tapped in with his, anything else outside of that. So I don't really have something swaying me one way or another. I don't really have a negative. I don't have much of an opinion on him in terms of negative or positive. I followed his fight career a little bit, but I do like to hear that Obie's out. You know what I mean? Like everybody he's linked up with in terms of hip hop, for this Greenback Records effort has been somebody that I followed in hip hop and was a fan of. And so that's exciting for me. So I just kind of take it at face value, I guess, in terms of that.
Yeah, man. As long as the business is clean, these guys are getting what they're worth and getting what they signed up for. It's not no culture vulture shit, that's good. He's giving back. He's helping people ultimately, that's what it's about, So
Tremaine from Straight Vodka jumped in the comments. He said, I'm not a McGregor fan, but fuck the label. I'm looking at the fact that those artists are still getting a look. I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, Tremaine. Like this, I don't like the McGregor kid. I don't like him, but he's got a point. You know what I'm saying?
Crisis Child jumped in there. He said, I liked him for a second in the UFC and then was thrilled when Diaz beat him.
Yeah.
I was watching an old fight between Diaz and one of the Diaz brothers, and I think it was Nick Diaz and the Spider last night. Silva, yeah. I couldn't think of Anderson Silva's name. Yeah, that was a good fight. So, throwback fight.
Yeah, well, I think it's just ran its course, my boy.
If you want to catch us live, Ray and I will both be at Lefties. I'm sorry, Woolies. Whoops. Woolies. We're going to be at Woolies Tuesday, October 28th with Chris Webby, Jarren, Benton, Whitney, Peyton, and Otis Julius. Do not sleep on this event. Crisis Child will be there, Little Heartbreak Kid, Dewey, and, of course, my dog, Big Ray West. Until next time, it's been your boy Wilson for EmceeTV.
This your boy Big Ray West, BIGG, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast, and they know.
Thank you for watching, subscribing, sharing with a friend, and telling a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, we out. Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like hash is clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us. Them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yellow fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, softer than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big balls don't take